Happy Friday, everybody. Today we're finally going to look at some high cubes. All right, so jumping right into this, we have a 60-foot high cube. This is a Santa Fe road name, and this has kind of been a little bit of a pleasant surprise for me. You'll have to excuse me. I got a bit of a cold, and kind of doing this last minute, so we'll just push right through here. But any sniffles you might hear, please excuse me. But I was pleasantly surprised when I picked these up. I have been hunting for some high cubes for my layout for a little bit of time now, and I happened across a set of 3 of these. Unfortunately, all the same road number, but I've been looking for some good candidates to kind of use on my new series where I'm weathering and putting graffiti on a lot of my rolling stock, and these ended up being one of those candidates I came up with. And compared to the normal Microtrains quality, which I'm pretty used to at this point, this car is a step and above what I am used to seeing. So we're gonna take a quick peek at it here and show you what I'm talking about. Getting up close to this thing, we have separately applied detail on the back and front of the car, and really good detail on the paint scheme, which is something that on some of the cheaper cars you don't see a lot of the paint done on the fore and aft end of the cars. I don't know why. It's just something you don't see very often. So that's an added detail that I appreciate. And the separately applied handrails and whatnot are really high quality. When you really have this up close and you're looking at it, that is really quite nice. The waffle side on this is excellent detail, and it's nice and crisp. There's not a whole lot of mistakes or blemishes in the actual body itself. It has excellent detail, and I wish I could get this to focus a little bit closer. The hinges and whatnot there, you can kind of see the bolt rivet detail in it as well. Under magnification, a lot of the words are totally readable, and there we go. In the right light, you can really see the level of detail that went into the door hinges there, and I've just been super impressed with how nice this thing looks. Also, for what ended up being a bargain piece of rolling stock for me, the undercarriage detail is very high quality. And of course, Microtrains piece of rolling stock comes with Microtrains wheel sets. These are the medium shank, and so far I have had flawless luck with these. And I've put quite a bit of runtime on all 3 of them. I've ran them in multiple different consists, lots of different scenarios, placement in those trains, lots of load behind them, trailing at the end. They're nice and smooth, as they should be, new from the factory. And the extended length boxcar, it actually seems to be relatively good, even though it's not body mount couplers. Rolling through turnouts, kind of in any configuration I tried to get it to fail, and I just couldn't. It has been perfectly reliable, and I'm really happy with that. Before we go any further, I wanted to bring up a little something on, obviously I've been wanting high cubes, but why I was specifically looking for some of these 60-footers, and why I'm so happy with this is it has the capability of one of my other 60-footers that I've been running on my layout since the get-go. And you will find situations where particular engine lash ups don't really talk well with the train you have put together behind them. And that would seem like a good argument to, well, you probably need to change all of your rolling stock over to body mount couplers and, you know, free floating trucks and blah blah blah. But a lot of times you can just get yourself a nice piece of rolling stock. This is a $30 to $35 car with body mount couplers, and they are the extended body mount couplers. They stick out just a little bit further. And this has been an excellent buffer car for me, not to mention it's a gorgeous piece of rolling stock. Putting it side by side with this one, you can really see that there is not a whole lot of surface level difference, and for a $20 piece of rolling stock, or I should say 20 to 25 in my online searches, it visually really holds its own with the more expensive piece of rolling stock. It also has the same functionality in my testing as that piece of rolling stock. When you have a finicky train behind a finicky set of engines, this most definitely works just as well as a buffer car as, say, that BNSF did. So that being said, that really adds a little bit of value to this. There's something about the 60 footers, the extended length between the wheels, they move up and down in grades really well, and there's less up and down coupler slack as they're going through those grades, so you have less decoupling issues. As well as coming around a turn, I tried my best to do some video of it just to see, but it definitely has less back and forth throw going around the corners. I don't really know how to explain it, but there's just something about the 60 footers. They're right in that perfect butter zone, and they just function on everything really well. So my recommendation on this for price is obviously what it's going for right now. I think it is a great value at that $20 to $25 range. It gives you an added piece of functionality. There are extra pieces of applied detail. The undercarriage has some extra detail. It is perfectly reliable. It works in both directions. It can be pushed and pulled through all the turnouts that I tested it on. And compared to, say, some of my roundhouse stuff here in the back, it's just a better bang for the buck when you apply all of those separate details. And if you're not looking for absolute bargain bin, this car and all the series around it are excellent, and I highly recommend them. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you this Sunday for the review.